We got ourselves Big Papa Pap. My man, how you doing, dude? I like his name. Big Papa Pap. I just add a little bit more strength into my P's there, dude. Big Papa Pap. I like it. I like it a lot. We got Jim's back here as well with Christina as a feral up front. Randy. We got ourselves Sneaky Unicorn. That is a unique Mog you got going on, so I guess it is a bit of a unicorn. WoD set. Actually, that was one of the cooler sets. Not the coolest, but one of the cooler sets. So, I mean, look at the art on the shoulders, dude. The detail on the shoulders, it does look kind of cool. Versus Team Red, we got ourselves Corey, we got ourselves Kragar, She or D, and we got ourselves Embargo. I don't know, they're missing a fifth. Hopefully they'll load in, but it looks like Embargo is going to be first up as a good old Outlaw rogue, man. The Outlaw, the out Rufflemouth, the out LMAO, the out LOL, the out ha ha ha. The Outlaw rogue, boys. The Outlaw. That's actually what I call my build for my Outlaw rogue, is Outlaw. Outlaw is my favorite. It's gonna be Embargo getting hit with a Stormbolt. He actually came out of stealth with seeing Big Papa Pap, just hit him with pistol shots instead. Decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get out in the open. It's gonna be a stun to Papa Pap, gonna shrink it away from the rogue. Blade Storm to fall. Blade Storm doesn't really do too much damage for your warrior, but there goes a Killing Spree, also doesn't do too much damage for Outlaw rogue. Embargo though, being an outlaw, disarm means very little for him. Pistol shots always up, dude, ready to go. I think he's just trying to see if he can get those procs, man. Getting procs for damage. And Papa Pep is just gonna wait him out for a little bit as he gets hit by the big old Goosher. Gonna be a stun onto Embargo with a stun back into Papa Pep. Can Embargo really get the big damage rolling onto Papa? That's exactly what he needs, man. He just has to kite him around a little. Get the damage rolling, get himself a good reroll for a buff. Not looking for a restyle, just kind of looking to keep the damage rolling, build the calm points off of Papa Pep. That is a Fury Warrior that he's playing against, right? It is a Fury Warrior, so it is going to be quite a bit of self-heals available for Papa. If Embargo has Disarm, maybe cycle Disarm from stuns into a parry might be the way to go. I don't know if he has Disarm. Going to be a stun as Papa Pep trying to get a charge. Mallet rolling into Papa. Stormbolt into Embargo. Chooses not to trinket it. And Papa will not be able to heal for quite a bit. Going for a bit of Chromatic Shot. Having to go for Enrage Regen. Parry available for Embargo. Papa getting hit with the Disarm either way as he was trying to get behind Embargo. And that's going to be Embargo doing quite a lot of damage. Papa Pep doesn't really have a lot left when it comes to his self-heal. Chromatic Shot down. Embargo just shoots him in the back like a scoundrel that he is. As a minute, 50 seconds pass, Jim's is going to be up next, or is it Sneaky? Looks like it is going to be Jim's dude Outlaw versus Outlaw. Embargo getting himself a bit of a reroll, and looks like he's just coming out of stealth. You realize, you know what? It's another Outlaw rogue. I could probably fight it. I could let him get the opener. It's not going to be the biggest opener for Outlaw rogues, unless you have a big old dress or a bike. Into a gouge on a Jim, seeing if you might be able to trinket out of it. Stun onto Embargo. And that's going to be stars stacking up for Jim's. Embargo better use that Cloak of Shadows if he's seeing those stars really start to ramp up. Stun onto Jim's, he trinkets out of it immediately. Embargo still holding on to his trinket. Killing spree onto Jim's as a parry comes out. Gets a plunder armor onto Embargo. Trying to get some damage and blind on Jim's. As I guess Embargo is just going to go for a reset. And maybe get some enough damage on the Jim's. No more defenses for Jim's though. He does have plenty of CC. Could go for a blind of his own. And a reset. Gas gouges if he needs to. Embargo getting a lot of procs back to back on Jim's though. Massive amounts of procs with the Sinister Strikes though, man. He's doing work. Jim's goes for a Cloak of Shadows. Does he go for a reset? Looks like he's going to let Embargo catch himself a bit of a re. Actually, it doesn't even go for a reset. Doesn't even need to. Jim's gets himself on a John Rush rolling. Let's say I kind of want to go for the most amount of damage possible. Wait, did you just auto-attack him? Okay, it looked like you auto-attacked him while he was sapped for a second. Embargo getting hit with a cheap shot. Jim's getting hit with a procs again. More stars flying on Embargo. Not really feeling that bad yet. That's going to Embargo with a bit of damage taken out at Jim's. Who's up next? It looks like he's going to be Sneaky Unicorn. I think as an Assassination Rogue, maybe a sub. Now, Assassination Rogue for an Outlaw might be a whole nother form of difficulty. A Fury Warrior, oh, it looks like it is a Shadow Striking Rogue, so that's going to be a sub-rogue. Does he go for a Kidney Shot? Does not land. It's going to be a stun onto Sneaky Unicorn. Instead, as Embargo gets the proper opener. Decent reroll for energy. That's going to be Sneaky just going in for a Sippy Cup with an evasion to follow right after. Embargo getting hit with a cheap shot. Could parry if he wants to. So I think it's just trying to get away from Sneaky. The Sneaky is looking to get himself a reset. Embargo could grapple over. Is going to get the grapple rolling. As long as he gets the slow onto Sneaky, he can actually just kite him around. Gouge to follow into stun right after. Sneaky could shrink it out if he wants to just shrink it into Kidney Shot onto Embargo. Very, very short. I don't know if he had the combo. Sneaky trying to make some damage happen. Cheat Death coming out. Does he die through Cheat Death though? Oh, it's Shadow Steps the embargo. And it's literally Omayamu Shindaru, but like the reverse. He stepped behind him and the embargo's like, you're already dead. He's like, what? Actually, that might be literally Omayamu Shindaru. I might need to rewatch how that scene went again. Landy getting hit with a stun, into a disarm to follow, trying to go into meta, still just not allowed to use his abilities at all. Big dress coming out for Landy, kick coming out for embargo. This is looking to get away from Landy for a second. Landy does a blur available into a bit of a prison onto embargo as the parry comes out. Short stun to embargo. I think he's playing Relentless, right? He might actually be playing Relentless. Goes for a short vanish into a cheap shot into Landy. Stun to follow right after him. Going to be a trinket for Landy though. As Mally is rolling on Demon Hunter, might be able to control the amount of healing the Demon Hunter gets. Clicker shot is coming up from Embargo as he doesn't really have a lot of health really left over. Blind onto Landy, and Landy is super low in health. Embargo, if you can get a proc right here and maybe kite Landy a little bit, he might be able to win this. I don't know if he really has the cooldowns for it. Does get himself a sippy cup. Cheap shot into Landy. Does he get the between the eyes? He should be able to have the comp points. Comp points are up. Does he get the procs? Landy goes down. Embargo so far 4-0, boys. 4-0 is an outlaw. And Christina gonna try to see if he can catch a reset. Embargo without any cooldowns left. Has to go for a bit of a reset, man. Has to go for a restart. Walking next to Christina. If Christina goes for a bit of a thrash, it could be bad. But also Christina knows if he goes thrash and the rogue isn't there, getting sapped also could be really bad. Christina picking up the eye. Embargo should be able to sap him, maybe. He knows he's there. He's gonna pistol shot him. This is gonna slow him. Christina trying to get a charge. Bash could be bad. Ooh, gouge on those thorns. Stun onto Christina. Does he trinket? He does choose to trinket. And Embargo goes in for advantage, trying to survive the thorns for a little bit longer. I think he's just gonna get a pistol shots at Christina with a bit of a sprint rolling. He's gonna be able to sprint away from any of the slows that Christina got. As long as he can keep the feral out in the open, he might be fine. Adrenaline watches Oldie coursing, bash into Embargo, no way out of it, and that could be huge damage out of Christina. Bite to the face, and Embargo is doing just fine. I think he's playing Conflict of Strife, so it does give him quite a bit of versatility defensively every time he gets hit with a stun. That bike didn't do nearly as much damage as it could have. Doing quite a bit of damage to Christina, and there goes the wall as the kill spree comes out for Embargo. Has parry up available. In just a few seconds, Christina's still holding on to one more wall. No more trinket for Christina. Blind, and Embargo is going to get himself a proper reset as Christina gets some cooldowns rolling. Is that like a proc for him, or is that Berserk? It looked like Berserk. Maybe it was some kind of other proc. Stun to Christina. Nothing really left. And Embargo just ended right here. Wait, Christina's just melting. Oh my goodness. And Embargo just out. Looking like a madman over here with big old axes. Old Magar. Oh my goodness. As a big old Outlaw rogue 1v5, dude. No downs, no nothing. CDs for days. What is going on there? WoW player PvP shoulder? You think so? Man, that's crazy, dude. That was crazy good. What's up, Lenovo? Any more games tonight? Do we do more? I think most of the groups that we had were gone. My man. Yo, Fusion Burned. He has that Fusion Burn weapon. And it feels like just Fusion, which actually seems to do quite an okay amount of damage. Like all this extra weapon damage, I mean, it's like about almost 10% together. Like, what is it, 7.7? And then Mally is about 1.7 together. Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. Fastman tendrils. You don't run slappers though. Yeah, you don't. Okay. I thought you were running big sinister build though for a second, but I guess it doesn't look like it. Yo, dude, Pirate. Oh my god, Pirate 5-0, dude. Alrighty, boys.